I think brain freeze is a skill that is an ability that is useful. It's useful, but if you're doing enough damage with a Zane, you should just eliminate the enemy in a couple of shots, right? That's a goal of any Vault Hunter, any character you have, right? Is to kill enemies quickly. So freezing them means you're not doing enough damage. You're shooting them, and then you shoot them enough that they freeze, but your time to kill is too high. Your time to kill should be much lower. You should be killing enemies in a quick fashion and very quickly, because one, you want to generate grenades so that you can spawn your clone as powerful as possible. That's if you're using the clone, right? You need to kill enemies as quickly as possible so that you can spawn, so you can generate grenades, and then when you generate grenades, you spawn them as powerful as possible. But also, I think, even if you're not using the clone, right? Brain freeze is an indicator. It tells you you're not doing enough damage because you're shooting the enemies enough that they freeze, right? You're shooting them. You're taking too long to kill them. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. You're taking too long to kill them, right? And when you're in a fast-paced environment, so it's fine if you run around in Pandora and freezing skags and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's fun to see, right? And then if you have on like a mod like this, and then they random status is generated on them, that's cool too. But I think you rather have health regeneration, because psychologically when you're on the battlefield, like for example you're fighting a boss and he spams you and your shield goes off and then your health starts going down, you're gonna wish you had health regeneration. The objective in creating a powerful class is to kill quickly, and the main way to do that is to get good guns, right? Or powerful guns or elite guns, right? So for me, for Zane, I have two guns right here. One here is for my Siren, and I took it off her and put it on Zane. It's a banner Cutsman that does corrosive damage, and this one does fire damage. These two guns kill quickly, right? They kill bosses. Corrosive does well against armor, and the green and the fire one can kill an enemy in armor too. It doesn't matter, right? But the corrosive does it faster. We'll take it off the armor. This weapon I have, the venomous Hornet, and my speed loading Hellwalker, I use them to, when I use this weapon here, the venomous Hornet, I freeze enemies when I have brain freeze on. But that's because it doesn't do as much damage as this weapon. So it fires faster than this. The Hornet fires faster than the Cutsman, but the Cutsman kills enemies. The Hornet kills, but it's much slower, and it tends to freeze them because of the fire rate. So if you have a high fire weapon that doesn't kill as quickly, you will freeze enemies. You have brain freeze on, but that's not what you really want. You want to kill them, you know, for many reasons. You want to clear the battlefield. You know, when you're on the battlefield, they can't spam you, they can't attack you, they can't melee you, they can't chase you, they can't. So you need to kill them. So to me, brain freeze is an ability that's, you know, centered around the old Zane of, oh, he's weak and blah 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 blah. So that is what this is about. And then you can use a weapon like, for example, I may have put it in my bank, a weapon like, say, it's right here, Lucian's Call with Cryo, right? A weapon like this freezes enemies. When you have brain freeze on, then you increase your chance and yada yada yada. No, but that's not what you really want. You know what I'm saying? It looks cool, but what you really want is to kill enemies. And so the Cutsman is a better weapon than that because it kills enemies. They kill enemies. So That way you don't have to worry about freezing them. Just kill them. And once you kill them, if you have a clone on, you generate grenades, and then you can generate a powerful clone every time you spawn them, right? And you clear the battlefield and so on and so forth. So yeah, your TTK should be lower. Brain freeze doesn't help that. It just freezes them, you know, or it moves, and it makes, and if it doesn't freeze them, they move slower and blah blah blah. But nah, it takes longer. So you rather have Health Regeneration, right? Because I think psychologically when you're playing, for me, maybe not for everybody, but for me, when you're running around and you just get a big hit from the boss and you're running around and your health is like 25% and it's not regenerating, psychologically it affects you and you're like, oh my god, you start panicking. But when it starts coming back up and your shield starts regenerating at the same time, you feel like, oh, you feel a little bit better about the situation, right? And if your health doesn't regenerate, and in a boss battle, you know, you may not be paying attention to the enemies on the field that you should kill them to regenerate your health. You're just running for your life. Your health is not regenerating, and if your shield doesn't come back, like the enemy, one of the smaller enemies shoots you, and your shield doesn't come back, you're still vulnerable. Your health is not regenerating. Health regeneration can save your life because you can take a hit, or you can run, and while you're running, it's regenerating, waiting for your shield to come back. But if it doesn't regenerate, it really affects, it really increases your chances of dying, right? It increases your chances of dying. So brain freeze, it's a cool ability, but I think it is not a top tier ability, right? Because the whole idea is to kill, right? Kill and survive, not freeze and survive, right? Kill and survive. And if you want to freeze people, just equip or slow them down, slow enemies down, just equip a cryo grenade. That will help slow them down, you know. So there are ways to get around slowing enemies down, you know. You may not freeze them with the cryo grenade, but you can slow them down with that instead of using brain freeze.